We're back at 8:44. Thanks so much for sticking with us. And for 3 decades, the Tubman Museum has presented the community with the opportunity to come together and celebrate African culture. Conner Hendricks sat down with the founder of the Pan-African Festival to share more.
Thanks so much for staying with us. In our 7 o'clock hour, we told you all about the activities happening in Macon for the 30th annual Pan-African Festival. Right now, we want to talk about the festival's unique history and the lady who's brought so much to the Tubman Museum here in Macon. Joining us now is Nigerian-born Ezekwueche, and I believe you are the founder of the festival, correct?
Yes, I am.
Well, can you kind of talk about your special connection that you have to the Tubman Museum?
Yes, we moved to Macon, Georgia in 1983, and we're always looking for experiences for the children. So I discovered the Tubman as well as other museums in the area, and I'm always a staunch believer in finding self-identity, because when you're comfortable with yourself, then you can invite others into your space. So here came the Harriet Tubman Museum. So we checked it out, and I was asked to serve on the advisory committee and played various roles. And in 1996, I served as the board chair. And 1996, 98, yeah.
And what inspired you to start the festival specifically?
We used to take the children to Atlanta a lot for the Black Arts Festival and the Urban Street Festival. And I said that we should have something similar, you know, celebrating African and African-inspired activities, you know, in the Middle Georgia area, just to diversify, you know, the festival offerings in the area. So that's the reason, you know, to give the community one more reason to get together and learn about each other.
And how do you think that both Macon and then the broader African diaspora is impacted by this festival?
Yeah, of course. Not just the African diaspora, you know, because any person's history is, our histories, our identities, we are part of the broader human identity. So Macon, Georgia has been impacted. I remember right after the COVID, I saw one guy and we were just talking at the festival. He was there all day, and I asked him, I said, where are you from? And he said, oh, Rome. I said, oh, Rome, Georgia. He started laughing. He said, Rome, Italy. So as the impact has gone worldwide, and from the beginning, we've had people from all over the country, you know, Florida, Chicago, New York, New Jersey, and all over Central Georgia and Atlanta. They have impacted Middle Georgia, economic impact as well, you know, as well as a community impact that they have brought. Yeah.
And do you also think, too, you know, a lot of families in Macon have been in Macon for a long time, and as the generations kind of go on, you lose touch with some of your history and your heritage and things. Do you think that kind of helps people, I guess, experience and learn about cultures and heritage and things like that?
Yes, it is so important. It is really very important that we keep in touch with our culture. You know, there's a reason God created so many different diversity of cultures, you know, so that we can impact each other, but most importantly, so that we can use that cultural experience to make a change in the entire community. So if you don't hang on to what is good in your tradition, then what do you have to offer? A case in point is the United States. It's a beautiful tapestry. I couldn't imagine it just being just a group. You know, just like you go into I love to garden. You go into the garden and there are these variety of flowers. And even within a species of flowers, you have so much diversity and it brings joy. So it is with us human beings. You know yourself, you take your cultural impact and then use it to make the space between each other a beautiful one and a peaceful one.
And the festival that's coming up here in a couple of weeks, it sounds really like a great opportunity for a lot of folks and sounds really fun. You're the founder of this. Do you have any kind of final thoughts on that before we tell folks about it again to kind of get them to come on out?
Yeah, final thought is that we're really not final thought, you know. The festival year-round is based on the principles of love, peace, unity, and hope among everybody. And it is a community event, it's a family-centered event, it's a happy event. Young people come in the morning and they stay all day. It is open to the entire community, even though the emphasis is on African and African-inspired contributions. It is open to the entire community, and we are thankful and invite everybody to come and share.
Well, it really does sound like just an action-packed weekend full of just a lot of great fun. And just to recap this for you, the 2026 Pan-African Festival is celebrating culture by kicking off with the traditional Afrocentric Ball. This is going to be on Friday, April the 24th at the Tubman Museum. That's over on Cherry Street here in Macon. The tickets are $40, and you can pick them up at the Tubman or visit their website. There it is on your screen. Then on Saturday, the festival really gets underway with a full day of live entertainment, vendors, food, activities, and a lot. It is at a new location this year. If you have been in years past, it's at Henderson Stadium this year. Then the celebration wraps up with a celebration of praise on Sunday starting at 2. You'll get some powerful praise and performances from nationally known and local gospel artists and choirs. This is also happening at Henderson Stadium. Those tickets are $15, and kids get in free, kids 12 and under, that is, get in free all day long.